Hi, everyone. I'm Katie Bishop. I'm an energy healer, and I often get asked how to clear, transmute, and protect your own energy. So today I'm going to share with you a really powerful practice that I use for not only physical healing, but for purifying and infusing your mind, body, and spirit with light force energy from the sun. So, first, I want to talk a little bit about why I like to use the sun and the health benefits. You may have noticed in the health and wellness community that there is a really big influx of red light therapy healing modalities. And I want you to understand that these healing modalities are simulating the sunlight during times of sunrise and sunset. So I like to do this practice that I'm going to teach you first thing in the morning during the sunrise, because you're going to get all those red light therapy benefits. And those benefits include things like decalcification of the pineal gland and regulation of the circadian rhythm, improved functioning of the mitochondria. Mitochondria, that's your powerhouse of energy generation for your cells. And then, of course, we need sunlight for vitamin D. It's important to understand vitamin D is a hormone and it needs sunlight to activate and function properly. So, in addition to the health benefits, I also want to share the meaning behind the sun and why I like to use it for this exercise. We've been conditioned to be somewhat afraid of the sun. So I want you to let that go for a minute. And I want you to embrace the sun as a source of ever abundant life force energy. In alchemy, the sun is seen as the perfection of all matter. And the fire element is associated with transformation and purification, illumination, expansion of consciousness. So I want you to embrace that and bring that into this practice, into your mindset, because we're going to anchor and harness all of that life force energy into your mind, body, spirit, and into the earth as well. So to start this practice, ideally, you're going to want to be outside with your feet in the ground and sitting on the ground if possible, or sitting on some kind of organic material. I usually sit on the wooden ledge of a box garden with my bare feet in the ground. If you cannot be outside, that's okay. This will still work. Try to sit near the sunlight near a window and envision that you are sitting on a tree stump with your bare feet on the earth in the center of a forest. Okay. And for this, I also like to envision the sun being directly above my head. And that is because what we're going to do is we're going to create a toroidal field. We're going to use the center of the sun and the core of the earth and create a toroidal field using your body as the center conduit. And what I'll do is I'll post a schematic of what that looks like on my website at earthbishop.com, and I'll type out the step-by-step instructions for this exercise as well. I understand it's difficult for some people to visualize, so it might be easier to actually see an image and the words. So I'll put the link for that below as well. Before I start any kind of meditation, I like to ground down all of the excess electromagnetic energy. We pick up so much excess radiation and EMFs from our cell phones and our TVs and our computers. So I want you to imagine all that static electricity just grounding down into the earth. Then I've also learned to keep your focus and not have to fight off any kind of distracting thoughts. It's best to just let your thoughts run up front. So what I want you to do is take your consciousness and place it in the middle of your head and just let your thoughts run. be an observer of them. Let them run by like you're watching a movie screen. Don't judge them. Don't engage with them. Don't give them any energy. Just let them run. And then once we've released all that static, we've let the thoughts run, we've got a clear mind, we're ready to call in some protection. And I do this because we're going to open up the auric field. So call in whatever guide makes you feel comfortable, or the great white light, and just ask for all aspects of yourself to be protected as we go through this practice. And then it's important to set your intention. So for example, today we're going to say, I set this intention for this meditation for immaculate purification and vitalization of my mind, body, and spirit, so that I may serve as a living vessel of light force energy, radiating compassion, love, and grace to everyone I meet today. And then we're going to slow down the breathing. And the way I like to do this is breathe in through the nose for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, breathe out through the mouth for 8 counts, and hold out for 8 counts. And do that at least 3 times so that you get your breath under control. Next step is to take a big, deep breath in through the nose and envision it traveling, the air traveling down through the back of your spine to your root chakra. And what we're going to do is, as you exhale, you're going to push the air up through all your chakras, lighting them up as you go and lighting them up with the corresponding color. So you're going to exhale through your mouth and you're going to envision your chakras lighting up red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. And then your consciousness, imagine it turning into a clear Merkaba popping out of the crown. And you're going to start traveling out to the earth, out through the atmosphere, towards the sun. Keep going till you get to the surface of the sun, and imagine an opening in the plasma, and you go through and you connect to the glowing core of the sun. And I want you to imagine anchoring in a clear tube around you. So you're anchoring in almost like a spiral slinky, but with the sides filled in. Okay. You anchor that into the core, and then you start traveling with that tube in your Merkaba back down to the earth, down through your head, into your body, and then into the earth, through the dirt, through the mantle, through primary water. Press it all the way down till you get to the magnetic core of the earth. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to anchor in the other end of the tube, and then you're going to travel your Merkaba back up to your heart chakra. So now what you have is a tube connecting the center of the sun, the center of the earth, using your body as the center circuitry. And now we're going to sync up the breath, and we're going to pull in the light force energy from the sun into our bodies, into the earth, and then have it come back up around. So what I want you to do is envision, as you breathe in through your nose, you're pulling that light energy through that tube with the intensity of like a waterfall of light, crystallized, glittering white light pouring through that field, pouring through your chakras. And as you get to your heart chakra, I want you to exhale through your mouth and have the rest of it flush out through your chakra system, through the earth, and back up and around and around and around like a toroidal field. And again, this is waterfall-like intensity, light just infusing your whole body. Any kind of negative dark matter you have is just being completely absorbed and washed away by the light. I envision like little particles of graphene oxide just being completely dissipated by this white light that comes rushing through, up and out. And while the light is rushing really quickly, your breaths are going to be really slow, because you're pulling really slow. You're pulling, and then you're letting it run. And do that as many times until you feel like you've completely cleared out your energy. You've completely transmuted anything that may have been dark matter. and you feel invigorated. So once you get to that point, you're going to want to protect your energy and your auric field. So envision yourself pulling in the tube from the sun core, pull it back in to your heart chakra. Same with the earth, pull that tube back up, okay? And I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And I want you to visualize the breath vaporizing and turning into a shield, a clear sphere shield, 360 degrees around your whole body with diamond strength. Okay. And go ahead and feel into it, because I know that sounds silly, but it actually helps click it into your consciousness if you kind of just try to feel into it, imagine it there. All right. And so now you're ready to face your day. Your energy is clear, you're revitalized, you're protected, you're radiating life force energy. And at any time during the day you start to feel like your energy is being depleted or being sucked out, just go back to envisioning in through the nose and vaporizing that bubble, that clear sphere around your auric field. Okay. So let me know if you found this helpful. Write it in the comments, and I look forward to hearing your feedback. Thanks.